one more minute. We do have the live stream starting at 5 o'clock, so we'll try to stick to that schedule. If anybody's tuning in from home, just one more minute, we'll get rolling here. Thank you for your patience. Hilton Central School District Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony. How about a quick round of applause? Before we begin, I ask that everyone please rise, if able, and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem performed by the Hilton High School Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. My name is Jeff Wheaton, and I am honored to serve as Hilton's Athletic Director and Chair of the Hilton Athletic Hall of Fame Selection Committee. I would like to recognize and thank our Hall of Fame committee members, Mike Girizzi, Troy Prince, Marcy Garno, Amy Santola, Craig Gross, Steve Sorensen, Tara Marino, Brian Bartolo, Jeff Merkel, Mike Shapanik, and Ken Kraus. The committee worked diligently to review the accomplishments of tonight's inductees and unanimously agreed that these 6 individuals have earned their place among Hilton's Athletic Hall of Famers. This evening, we celebrate the achievements of 6 outstanding former Hilton athletes. From the class of 2012, Nigel Walker. From the class of 2013, Anae Schrader. From the class of 2014, Austin Hertel. From the class of 2016, Vanessa Labate. From the class of 2017, Jonathan Letta. And from the class of 2020, Tajay Hill. Tonight, we honor their contributions to Hilton athletics and their accomplishments at the collegiate level and beyond. This marks the induction of the 20th Hall of Fame class, joining 112 individual members and 2 teams in this prestigious group. Hilton Athletics is steeped in pride and tradition, with inductees spanning nearly a century from our earliest honoree, Ray Nichols, in the class of 1926, to athletes from every decade since, After tonight, the 2020s will officially be represented in our Hall of Fame. The 6 athletes seated to my left have left an indelible mark on Hilton Athletics. From this day forward, their names will be forever etched in our Hall of Fame. Tonight's ceremony is being live streamed and recorded by Varsity Media. In addition, our Director of Communications, Mr. Dave Yates, is here to capture the event through photography. Both video and photos will be made available to families following the event. Each inductee will receive a Hall of Fame plaque, a Hilton Cadets flag, courtesy of the Hilton Alumni Association, and a Hilton Cadets quarter zip. Their plaques will also be displayed in the Hall of Fame trophy case outside of the gymnasium near the concession stand. We will now begin the formal induction process. Each inductee will be invited to the stage to receive their plaque and gifts and share a few words. To help introduce our first inductee, I'd like to welcome varsity boys track and field coach Jeff Merkel to the stage. Nigel Walker, a 2012 graduate of Hilton High School, distinguished himself as one of the program's most accomplished track and field athletes and a key contributor to the varsity soccer team as a 3-year player and senior captain. A dynamic hurdler and sprinter, Nigel was the 2011 Section 5 Class AA champion in the 400-meter hurdles, a state champion in the 2012 intersectional relay, and a 2011 USATF Junior Olympic All-American. He set school records in the 400-meter hurdles across all grade levels, earned multiple all-county and all-league honors, and scored over 10 points across 4 events at the 2012 sectional championship to help lead Hilton to the Section 5 team title. Nigel's leadership, discipline, and competitive spirit were evident both on and off the track. After Hilton, he continued his athletic career at the University of Connecticut, competing in the Division I track and field from 2013 to 2015. He placed first in the 400-meter hurdles at the Yale Springtime Invitational and earned top 3 finishes at several collegiate meets, including the Yukon Challenge, Brown Invitational, and Gotham Cup. Today, Nigel is a successful enterprise software sales leader at various startups. He credits his coaches, teammates, and family for instilling the drive, resilience, and humility that guide him in life. Nigel could not be here tonight with us as he currently resides in Brazil, but he has sent a video message to share with us. Accepting his award on his behalf are his parents, John and Adrian Walker. Mr. and Mrs. Walker, can you please join us on stage as we listen to Nigel Walker's speech?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I want to start by saying how much I wish I could be there with you in person tonight. I'm recording this from Brazil, which is very far from Hilton, but this honor has a way of pulling me back and reminding me where this journey all started. So first, I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee for this incredible recognition. I want to thank my parents for accepting this on my behalf. Thank you for being at every single competition, rain or shine, and just always being the first ones to arrive and find the best spot to support my sister and I at every competition. And, I really appreciate this because not many parents are able to invest in the same way that you did in my athletic career, and I wouldn't be here without you. And, thank you to Coach Merkel. You believed in me before I believed in myself. You taught me how to compete, how to train with purpose, and how to build grit. And your dedication and attention to detail showed up in a lot of the results that I got and also within the team as well. Coach Delgado, thank you for sharpening my technique and rhythm as a hurdler. Shout out to Pat Meyer, a fierce competitor who pushed me every day. We went from teammates at Hilton to teammates at UConn and also even roommates and now lifelong friends. And there's a few memories that I'm still fond about, still think about to this day. One is our 4x400 meter relay upset over Edison Tech at the Section 5 state qualifier in 2011. It was a race we really had no business winning on paper, and I can still see their stunned faces on the podium, and that race taught me that preparation, belief, and strategy can take you further than talent alone. The second is winning outdoor sectionals in 2012 with the same group of guys that I trained alongside with since freshman year. To go from clueless freshmen who had no idea what we were doing to a powerhouse team in sectionals, winning a Section 5 title together, that journey is something that I cherish and I think has shaped me more than any individual accomplishment ever could. And to all of the current athletes that are watching this right now, please cherish this time. It goes by so fast. If I could go back, I'd remind myself to enjoy every workout, enjoy all the moments with your teammates, enjoy every competition that you go out there and compete in. And just remember this: how you do one thing is how you do everything. I truly believe that these habits and character that you build in these early years will follow you into college, into your career, and into the rest of your life. So thank you again to everyone who played a part in this journey. I'm really proud of where the Hilton Athletic Program is today, and I'll always be a proud Hilton alum. Go Cadets.
What a round of applause for Nigel Walker. How about one more round of applause for Nigel Walker? For our next inductee, I'd like to invite Jim Feely, former Hilton varsity bowling coach and teacher, to the stage.
Get old. Anay started her high school sports career by joining the Hilton varsity bowling program in her 7th grade year. Throughout the 6 years of varsity bowling, Anay was able to make individual accomplishments as well as contribute to the team's overall success. Individually, Anay was a captain for 2 years, earned the individual high average across the division, and was named Bowler of the Year in 2009. She earned a spot on the state composite team in 2011 and was awarded 4 all-county awards. She was also awarded 1 MVP award and finally was awarded an All Greater Rochester Award in 2013 when All Greater Rochester finally decided to recognize bowlers. Additionally, Anay rolled a perfect 300 game during a high school bowling match. In fairness, her brother did the same thing a year later. During Anay's entire participation in the bowling program, the girls' team set a national record. In 2013, she won a total of 4 league titles, 1 Section 5 title in 2013, and she was part of a runner-up state tournament team in 2013. Anay was also a part of the Hilton varsity lacrosse program, beginning her varsity career as a freshman. Individually, Anay was a captain for 1 year, earned 3 all-county awards, was awarded 1 MVP and was an all-Greater Rochester honorable mention. During her participation in the lacrosse program, the team was able to earn back-to-back league titles in 2012 and 2013. Upon completion of the 2013 season, Anae was also nominated to participate in the Herb Fitch All-Stars game with other top players across the county. Anae continued her lacrosse career by committing to St. Francis University in Pennsylvania. Despite an injury that prevented her from playing in her freshman season, Anae saw action in all games as a defender during her sophomore, junior, and senior years. While attending St. Francis, Anae was also an active member of the Student Athlete Mentors Program, as well as the Student Athletic Advisory Committee. In her senior year, Anae was elected co-president of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee and represented the voice for both student athletes across various Division I teams. In 2017, Anae was awarded the SAAC Student Athlete of the Year Award and was inducted into their Hall of Fame. At this time, Anae has found her way back to Hilton Central School District, where she is currently a special education teacher at Northwood Elementary. Anae is also a coach for the Unified and Varsity Bowling programs for Hilton. When I was coaching, we had 2 goals every year. The first, be a better bowler in February than you were in November. More importantly, be a better person in November, or in February than you were in November. And I can stand here and tell you that Anae reached those goals every single year and continues to do so. It is with a great deal of pleasure and honor that I introduce to you Anae Flanagan Schrader.
I am so honored to be inducted into the Athletics Hall of Fame for Hilton. This wouldn't have been possible without all the support and dedication from my family, my friends, and my coaches, all throughout the years of playing sports. I've been so fortunate to have coaches who pushed me not only to be a better athlete, but as Coach Feely said, a better person. To my family, especially my parents, who literally never missed a single game, match, or tournament in my life, this achievement is as much theirs as it is mine. Thank you to Hilton High School and the athletics program who prepared me to enter the collegiate level for continuing my education and my dream of playing sports. Lastly, thank you to the committee for choosing to include me in such an esteemed group of individuals. I am so grateful for this honor and the opportunity to continue teaching and coaching in this amazing district. Thank you.
Sending you back? Oh, no. How about one more round of applause for Anae Schrader? For our next inductee, I would like to invite Rich Hertel, father of our next Hall of Fame honoree, to the stage.
Hello. Also, Natal, for our next inductee, I would like, oh, that was me. Austin Natal was a key member of the Hilton's nationally ranked wrestling program under head coach Craig Gross, helping the team capture 4 consecutive New York State tournament champions. During his high school career, he compiled an impressive 195-39 record, earning 2 Monroe County titles, 3 Section 5 titles, and 3 state qualifier championships. Austin placed 3 times at New York State championships, including a finals appearance as a senior. He was a multi-time All-Greater Rochester selection. Following graduation, Austin continued his wrestling career at NCAA Division II Gannon University under head coach Don Henry. At Gannon, he posted a record of 61-36 record, served as a 5-year team captain, and helped lead a nationally ranked program to 2 PSAC championships. He concluded his collegiate career as an NCAA Super Region 1 champion and a 2-time NCAA championship qualifier. Austin remains active in the sport as a volunteer assistant wrestling coach at Central Catholic High School in Pittsburgh, PA, where his leadership helped produce the school's first PIAA championship place winner in over a decade. Congratulations, Austin. Please come forward to accept your plaque and Hall of Fame gift.
We're going to take a photo. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Of course, I would like to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for the tremendous honor of being here this evening. I promise I will keep this short. My fiance likes to say that I talk too much. But as I reflect on my time as a Hilton wrestler, I'm reminded of a quote that says, "If I've seen further, it's by standing on the shoulders of giants." And what that means is that all of the accomplishments that I'm being recognized for here tonight were built upon the sacrifices of many of those people that are out there in the crowd today. And so, of course, I would first like to thank my parents. You guys made every single practice, made every single trip, even through blizzards, while I competed not only in high school, but in college. I'd also like to extend a huge thank you to my former head coach, Craig Gross. We were chatting about this a little bit earlier. And it was mentioned here before that I'm now coaching myself, and as a second-year, very young coach, I'm learning just how hard and difficult this career can be. And so I have huge shoes to fill. I've learned a lot from you, and I hope to continue to learn a lot more from you as I continue this path forward. And then finally, there's many other unsung heroes out there in the crowd. I have many family and family friends that came out here to support me, as well as former teachers. And so I'd like to extend a special thank you to you guys as well, because you've all contributed in some part to my journey. Mrs. Volkmar is out here. We were talking earlier. She's a former music teacher of mine. I'm still making music. It's one of my passions in life. Mr. Shapanik, I can see you over there. Would love to share with you that I'm nearing the completion of my PhD in microbiology and immunology. And your biology class, my senior year, really kickstarted that. So thank you for that. So that's to say that many of you guys out here have all contributed to not only my success, but to many of the others that are sitting to my left today. And so thanks to all of you. One more round of applause. Austin Hertel. To introduce our next inductee, I would like to invite Steve Sorensen, class of 1987, former girls varsity soccer coach and current Merton Williams assistant principal, to the stage.
Yeah, I'm good.
You got it. Okay.
Class of 87, don't do the math. Thank you. Steve Sorensen, I was a girls soccer coach from 2006 to 2018. 2010 to 2018 was the varsity coach, and had the pleasure of coaching our next inductee, Vanessa LeBate. Vanessa was a standout performer in her soccer career. Was a 4-year varsity starter on the soccer team. First year as a outside marking back on the field, and then her last 3 as a goaltender from 2013 to 2015. During that time, she earned numerous honors: 4 times All-County, 3-time All-Greater Rochester First Team, 3-time All-State, accomplishments that just don't happen very often in the soccer world. She was also a member of the Democrat and Chronicle All-Decade Team. Vanessa then was also an honor of and accepted the U.S. Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award in 2016, granted here in Hilton. Vanessa's varsity journey began early, starting 3 games in goal as an 8th grader, pulled up when fellow Hall of Famer Jordan Ott took a timeout for 2 weeks due to injury, and then played all 4 years on varsity from her freshman year and forward. She was also a 2-time WYSA State Cup champion in 2011, and left her mark as not only an outstanding goaltender in Hilton, not only a legendary goaltender in Section 5, but a phenomenal student athlete here in Hilton, and somebody whose legacy still remains in some of the players that have come up even in most recent years. I had the pleasure of coaching Vanessa. And again, she was all-county as a outside marking back her freshman year, and could have achieved outstanding accomplishments and individual recognitions just in that on the field if she chose to. But her sophomore year, she went into goal. And for the sake of this introduction, I want to tell you that after her sophomore year, at the end of the year coaches meeting, Section 5 coaches meeting, I introduced Vanessa LeBate for postseason recognition as Steve Sorensen from the Hilton Cadets, nominating sophomore goaltender Vanessa LeBate. And I went through a diatribe of both numerical statistics, anecdotal data, to try to get her the recognition I thought she deserved. And she definitely did out-distinguish any other goaltender that year. And she was, again, all-county first team, all-Greater Rochester first team, and then all-state. Her second year as a goaltender, her junior year, I introduced her as Steve Sorensen from the Hilton Cadets, nominating junior goaltender Vanessa LeBate. I said no more, because everybody knew who Vanessa was. By her senior year, Vanessa achieved in Section 5 a status that is usually reserved for pop culture, people like Bono, Madonna, Taylor, Maradona, Ronaldo, Messi, single name recognition. Around at Hilton, it was single letter recognition, it was just V. Everybody knew who Vanessa was. Senior year, Steve Sorensen, I nominate Vanessa, and she achieved 3 times All-Greater Rochester first team, All-State 3 times in a row. And she was by far the best goaltender that we've seen in the last decade, and she achieved 3 times All-Greater Rochester first team, a recognition that very few people have ever accomplished. And so for nostalgic sake, for induction into the Hilton Cadets Athletic Hall of Fame, Vanessa.
All right, well, thank you so much. I would love to thank the committee for seeing me and believing in me. This is a huge honor. I was very shocked when I found out. My career in soccer started at a very young age, as everybody's would. I just remember the fond moments of waking up and listening to the crazy Premier fans every morning, just shouting and screaming. I loved it. I was drawn into it. It was my life, and I would never change it for the world. There are so many people I would love to thank, and I know I don't have that much time, but I'm just going to narrow it down to a few. First and foremost, my Nana Cosmo. He was a hell of a goalie, as some of my family would tell in their stories. And he actually passed it down to my father, who also I've heard was a hell of a goalie as well. And then he had passed it down to me. And I hope that in the future I could pass it down to my own kids as well. My mom and sister, thank you so much. They have sacrificed so much. They sat through snow and sleet and rain, and if there was a tornado, they would sit through that too, just to watch me. There's an amazing photo of them just in their chairs. There's snow on the ground, and all you can see is just their eyes because they're wrapped in blankets, and it's just the moment itself I will always cherish. Coach Sorensen, wherever you are, I don't know where you went, there you are. You believed in me, and you saw something in me, and I didn't see it in myself at first, but you taught me, and you supported me throughout the entire way, and you were my biggest supporter, and I owe everything to you. It was an honor to be under one of the most fantastic coaches that I've ever had, and along with my dad, too. There's an inside joke with training. Training was extremely hard, and if you threw up in a drill, you would get that drill named after you. I did not throw up, so I didn't get any drills named after me, but that's how hard training was. It was not easy, and that's kind of a life lesson I take to heart. It's never going to be easy. You just got to keep moving forward. And with all of these incredible mentors, the teachers that I had that were fantastic, you guys all had shaped me to be the person that I am today. So thank you all so, so much. And also Coach Hayward, too. Thank you all. I appreciate it.
How about one more round of applause for Vanessa LeBate? To introduce our next two inductees, I would like to invite Troy Prince, class of 1988, former boys varsity basketball coach, to the stage.
Thank you. Tonight we honor a remarkable two-sport athlete whose impact on Hilton athletics is unmatched. Class of 2017, Jonathan Letta. In football, Jonathan was a four-year varsity starter, two-time All-Greater Rochester selection, Monroe County Division II Player of the Year, and twice named First Team All-County. He earned multiple Class AA Offensive Player of the Week honors, captained the team in 2016, and finished his career as Hilton's all-time leader in touchdown passes, along with two-time MVP awards. On the basketball court, which is where I coached Jonathan, he was a four-year varsity player, two-time first-team all-county selection, all-Greater Rochester honorable mention, two-year captain, and Hilton's fourth all-time leading scorer, earning two team MVP honors and twice making the Hilton Hall of Fame tournament all-tournament team. His success continued at St. John Fisher College, where he was a five-year football starter, two-year captain, and earned both a business management degree and an MBA while being inducted into the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society. His leadership, talent, and dedication have left an enduring legacy at Hilton and beyond. It is my honor and privilege to congratulate Jonathan. Please come forward to accept your Hall of Fame plaque and gifts.
not exactly the biggest public speaking person, so bear with me here. First and foremost, I want to give my biggest thank you to my mom, dad, and my sister for the tremendous amount of sacrifices they made to provide me with opportunities to play sports I love all over the country. Whether it was traveling to Virginia for a basketball tournament, driving across the state for a football game, bringing me to countless camps, visits, workouts, and so on. Plenty of time and resources were given so that I could do what I love and fulfill my desire to continuously get better. Their sacrifice and endless support went and still goes such a long way for me, and for that I will be forever grateful. A big thank you goes out to all of my extended family and friends as well. Throughout my athletic career, there's never been a shortage of support for me and my sister at any of our games or events. Except for the one time I had a 12U baseball game and my dad was out of town and my mom had to drop me off and run an errand. She made it back by the second inning, but no one was there for the first inning where I hit my first ever home run. Not that anyone was counting. On a serious note, though, I'm pretty sure I never played a single game or event where I didn't have someone there for me, whether it was my grandparents, aunts and uncles, friends, family friends, and so on, and that goes a long way. It means a lot when you can look up in the stands or on the sideline and know that you have someone, or in my case, often a very large group, that is there to support you. I'd like to thank Coach Lapani and Coach Prince, as well as the entire Hilton football and basketball programs. Many people in both programs invested time and effort into me to help me become the best player I can be, as well as helping me grow and develop as a person and human being. I have countless memories, experiences, and relationships that I hold close and will always cherish from my time in both programs. Getting to play my favorite sports with my best friends while having great leaders and even better people guiding us is something that I would willingly be a part of any day and would absolutely love to go back and be a part of again. Lastly, I would like to thank the entire Hilton School District and community as a whole. Hilton is such a special place, and that it truly feels to me like one massive family where everyone is involved in some way, shape, or form. Those who know me know that I would go back to Northwood Elementary in a second to do everything all over again, and in doing so, I wouldn't change a thing. When people would ask me in college where I was from, I would always proudly tell them Hilton and joke that it's basically as great as Disney World. It's just a little bit more north. The conversation would always turn into me telling them how awesome it is and how much I love it, which is nothing but the absolute truth. I wouldn't trade my time or experiences in Hilton for anything, and that's largely in part due to the people who make this place as special as it is. There is no shortage of good people, good families, or good friends in this community, and I hope those who currently get to be a part of it recognize that and take advantage of their time and hold it as close to their hearts as I do once they move on in their life. I'm truly honored to forever be in the halls of this school with so many other great individuals. While it is my name and picture on the plaque represents so much more than that, particularly the contributions of many others that enabled me to be there. Many hours, efforts, and much dedication was put in during my time as an athlete, so receiving a level of recognition like this really hits home. As my college football coach, Coach Vosberg, always said in his closing words of every email or text that he would send the team, "You never regret hard work." I've always been proud of my ability and willingness to work hard, but it's moments like these where I'm grateful to have my efforts recognized. Being a part of the Hall of Fame means a lot to me, and I am beyond appreciative to have even been considered. To take a page out of Josh Allen's book, I'll close it out with a be good, do good, God bless, and forever, go Cadets. Thank you.
About one more round of applause for Jonathan Letta. We're going to let Coach Prince stay up here for our last inductee.
Our next inductee is Tajay Hill from the class of 2020. On the football field, Tajay Hill was a force to be reckoned with. He earned first-team All-County honors in both his junior and senior years and capped off his senior season as first-team All-Greater Rochester. His career numbers speak for themselves: 53 receptions, 986 receiving yards, and 11 touchdowns, a testament to his skill and determination. But Tajay didn't stop there. On the basketball court, he was nothing short of dominant, from being named second-team All-County as a freshman to earning first-team All-County honors 3 times, including Division I Player of the Year twice. Tajay set the standard for excellence. He was a 3-time All-Greater Rochester selection and earned spots on the 4th, 5th, and 9th All-New York State teams. His impact on the basketball court is historic. Tajay holds program records for most career points with 1,953, career rebounds with 555, and most points in a single game with 48 right here at this tournament. Records that showcase his unmatched talent and relentless drive. Tajay's journey continued beyond Hilton as he earned a scholarship to Niagara University, then went on to compete at Butler Community College, Wayland Baptist University, and ultimately finished his collegiate career at LSU Shreveport. Congratulations, Tajay. Please come forward to accept your plaque and Hall of Fame gifts.
So I wasn't really prepared for a speech, but first and foremost, I would like to thank my family, my mom and dad. You know, they was my rock right there. They pushed me through everything, sacrificed a lot for me, traveling across the country, you know, different tournaments, EYBL, everything. Second, I'd like to thank the committee for recognizing me for this award. I'd like to thank Coach Prince, Coach Lapani. I know he wanted me to play my freshman year of football up until my senior year, but you know, I told him I'll do it, but never really stuck with it. But I played my 11th, 12th grade year. But I'd like to thank Coach Prince. He was really there, you know, and all the other coaches too for my basketball career. But most importantly, Coach, he pushed me. Sometimes where my mom or my dad couldn't take me to certain tournaments, certain showcases. You know, he stepped up to the plate, and he got it done for me. So I really appreciate you for, kind of, taking up on that role that, not too many people will, do, So we grew a strong relationship. So I really thank you. And most importantly, like, the whole Hilton community. Like, you guys were good to me and my family. I still to this day say Hilton is the best school district ever. So you guys really strive me, made me become the person I was, got me to the next level. And couldn't thank you enough. And yeah, that's it.
But one more round of applause. Tajay Hill. Our 6 inductees have certainly set the benchmark of greatness for all past, current, and future cadets and will forever be recognized as Hilton CSD's Athletic Hall of Fame members. One more round of applause. On behalf of the school district, Superintendent Dr. Casey Kosorik, High School Principal Dr. Jeffrey Green, and our school board and our selection committee, I congratulate each of you. We will be taking some photos here in just a moment. As groups and families, I invite you to take photos as well with the backdrop. But I do want to invite all inductees, their families, and friends to attend our varsity boys basketball game versus Gates Chili across the hall in the gymnasium. We will honor and recognize our inductees once again prior to warm-ups. That time will occur at about 6 p.m., so we've got a little bit of time for photos, gathering, but if everybody could be back in the gym, if you're able to stay at 6 p.m., we are going to recognize our inductees once again prior to tip-off versus Gates Chili. Thank you once again for being here. Congratulations to all of our inductees. Families, thank you again. What a great honor for your inductees here on stage. Thank you.